For the ghee rice, I'm taking 1 cup of basmati rice. This is a 250 ml cup. Wash it nicely and soak it for about 30 minutes. Just pound some fresh ginger and garlic for the ghee rice. So there you go, I've pounded the ginger and garlic. Now don't make it too fine like a paste. For the ghee rice, take a pressure cooker, add 2 tablespoons of ghee. You can also add 1 tablespoon of oil if you like, but I'm only adding ghee. Next I'm going to add all the whole spices, starting with cinnamon, star anise, cardamom, 2 bay leaves, a few cloves, mace, about 2 small pieces. Next I'm going to add the onions. For this recipe I've taken 2 medium-sized onions, thinly sliced. The whole spices will give out a lot of flavor to the ghee rice. Next add 2 large green chilies, slit. Saute the onions till they are nice and transparent. Now you can see the onions have become nice and transparent. Next add the pound ginger garlic. Pound ginger and garlic adds a lot of flavor to the rice. Now add 1 teaspoon of salt. Give it a quick mix. For 1 cup of basmati rice, I've taken 1 3/4 cup of water. If you do want to add coconut milk, if some of you like that taste, you can also add coconut milk. Make sure you dilute it and add it. And add the soaked rice. Now if you'd like it a little more spicy, you can add an extra green chili. This is a very lovely, very mild flavored ghee rice. So you don't want to make it too spicy. So before closing the pressure cooker, I'm going to add another half tablespoon of ghee. So once the water comes to a boil, close the pressure cooker. Keep the flame on medium. Once the steam comes, place the weight and pressure cook for about 1 whistle. Now turn off the stove. Let it rest for a few minutes till all the pressure is released. Meanwhile, I'm going to roast a few cashew nuts and raisins for garnishing the ghee rice. If you like, you can also fry some onion slices for garnish. Now that looks amazing. You can see the rice is cooked perfectly and the aromas are just fantastic. Garnish it with some roasted cashew nuts and raisins. For this, take a kadai, add 1 tablespoon of oil. For this, I've taken 1 large carrot, cut it into pieces, about 8 beans, cut into pieces, 1 large potato, peel the skin and cut into pieces, half capsicum, cut into pieces, add a few cauliflowers, after sauteing the vegetables for about 10 minutes, add half cup of cooked peas. Saute the vegetables till they get a nice golden color and they are 3/4 cooked. Turn off the stove, remove the vegetables from the kadai and keep it aside. To the same pan, add 2 teaspoons of oil. Add about 100 grams paneer cut into pieces. I'm adding about 100 grams of paneer for this recipe. Now if you love paneer, you can always add more. Fry the paneer till they are nice golden brown color. Turn off the stove and keep the paneer aside. To the same kadai, add 1 tablespoon of oil. To this, I'm going to add 2 large onions finely chopped. Saute the onions till they are a nice golden brown color. To this, add 1 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste. Next, add 3 tomatoes finely chopped. Saute till the tomatoes are nice and mushy. The tomatoes are nice and mushy. Now I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons Kashmiri red chili powder, 2 teaspoons coriander powder, 1 teaspoon cumin powder, 1 teaspoon garam masala powder. Mix everything. The masalas come together beautifully. Now add the sauteed vegetables and the paneer. Mix everything. Pour enough water. Close the kadai, reduce the flame to a medium and cook for about 10 minutes. The vegetables are cooked beautifully. To this I'm going to add some crushed kasuri methi. To this I'm going to add half cup of fresh cream. Finish it off with some freshly chopped coriander leaves.